My parents erased my birthday to protect my spoiled brother, so I decided to expose them. We're canceling your birthday party this year. My mom said it like she was telling me we were out of milk. 2 weeks before I turned 14, sitting at the kitchen table, my dad's arms crossed, neither of them looking at me. What? I stared at them, waiting for the punchline that never came. We'll still get you some gifts, Mom added quickly, and a small cake, but no party. It's to avoid your brother having another meltdown, my 8-year-old brother, who'd tried to spit on my cake last year, who screamed at every birthday that wasn't his, who got everything while I got whatever was left over. You're canceling my birthday for him? My voice cracked. My brother had autism, high functioning, basically normal, except for being unbelievably spoiled. Every birthday, every holiday, every moment that wasn't about him became a war zone. At my 13th birthday, he'd tried to blow out my candles. When I refused, he attempted to spit on my cake. My aunt had to physically block him while he screamed. And now they were just giving up. It's easier this way, Dad said, like he was discussing the weather. The pattern had been there my whole life. When I got a 3DS at 12, they ripped it from my hands whenever he wanted it. When I finally got to keep it after my aunt tore into them, they bought him his own 3 days later. We had doubles of everything I owned. Anything he had that I didn't, he'd wave in my face for hours. At school, I told everyone, my friends, my teachers, the counselor. Even the vice principal pulled me aside in the hallway, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, and said what I already knew. That's not okay. That's not how parents should treat you. I told them I'd been grounded for being upset, that my birthday was canceled because my brother couldn't handle other people having attention, that I'd spent years watching him get everything while I got whatever was left over. It spread fast. Social media, parent networks, phone calls. My parents' own friends started messaging them. What the hell is wrong with you? Suddenly, I was ungrounded. No apology. My dad just walked into my room, arms still crossed, told me it was over, and left. My brother thought it was hilarious. He danced around our shared hallway, whispering, "No party, no party, no party," while I tried to ignore the rage building in my chest. He'd stolen from me my whole life, my time, my things, my parents' attention, and now he'd stolen my birthday too, but nobody forgot. My aunt didn't, my friend's parents didn't, the school didn't. 2 weeks later, I came home from school to find my entire family waiting at my favorite restaurant. The arcade lights blinked in the corner. All my friends were there. A massive cake sat on the table with happy birthday and blue frosting. My dad looked sick. My aunt had described it perfectly later, like a moth had flown out of his wallet. Surprise, my mom said weakly. This was the plan all along. It wasn't. I knew it wasn't. They'd thrown this together last minute to salvage their reputations after the entire community turned on them. The gifts were still in store bags. The reservation had clearly been made that morning, but I didn't care. I finally had my day. My brother lost it immediately. He screamed. He tried to push the cake off the table. My dad actually grabbed his arm, something I'd rarely seen, and dragged him to time out. The first time out since he was a toddler. My mom had to sit with him in a booth across the restaurant, watching him like a hawk. He kept trying to run at my presence. My dad stood guard by the cake. Even my friend's parents formed a barrier, shooting my parents' looks that could have melted steel. Halfway through, my mom gave up and took him to McDonald's. I heard later she spent an hour trying to coax him out of the play place tubes. We ate pizza. We played arcade games. My friends sang happy birthday while my dad's jaw clenched tighter and tighter. I opened the PS4 I'd been dreaming about, clearly bought that morning. When we got home, my dad muttered something about next year being simpler. My aunt called him out immediately. "You mean cheaper? After you tried to erase his birthday completely?" He didn't answer. I never got another cake with my name on it after that. They forgot to have them decorated every year. My brother refused to eat cake with anyone else's name on it, and putting his name on mine would have been too obvious. But I got my day. One day where everything didn't revolve around him. One day where my parents had to face what they'd created, and watching them squirm through every minute of it felt better than any present.